1 million CFR that used to be 16,000 naira today. 200,000 CFR is close to 500,000 naira. And we are sitting on a keg of gunpowder. We are not telling ourselves the truth. This country has gone down, it has sunk. I feel pain for this country. Yeah. I feel pain for this country. And they don't even listen when we say these things.
And I picked just one scheme, one species of fraud, which is called contract and procurement fraud. And I discovered that between 2018 and 2020, 3 years, Nigeria lost 2.9 trillion. 2.9 trillion.
We have suffered enough in this country.
Yeah.
How can I pay my driver 100,000? No, please listen to me. How can I pay my driver 100,000 for him to buy rice of 60K?
Hello, my great and wonderful people. How una day today? I hope all of una day well. Today we get a lot of videos for our table. We're going to be saying one quickly the review to you concerning the things we're going to be saying if they happen right now for inside this country, Nigeria. I believe say you don't see series of video right from the introduction of this very broadcast. Don't just worry, we'll review them one after the other to you. The first video now the one will be saying they see Rufai Oseni, the Arise News journalist, they share tears for studio today. He cried bitterly concerning the way when be say things they go for this country. And the second video now the one will be say our new EFCC boss, they come outside to share the details of the fraudulent acts when EBC APC don't carry out for the past 3 years, when EBC it cost Nigeria as a nation over 2.9 trillion naira. Yes, you hear me well. You will hear them for your own mouth. Now he open his mouth to review everything and waiting that money supposed to do for Nigerians when EBC will they suffer like this today. And again, apart from that, you will see they hear another video when EBC will they receive from the senior advocate of Nigeria when EBC in name now Olise Agbakoba, when it also come outside to cry out. So Bola Tinubu say enough, don't they enough for all the sufferings of Nigeria. And you need to do something as we talk urgently, whether they like them or not. I beg, the only one thing when they say one beg you, help us to like this video, because video like this need to reach every hands of every Nigerians. The more you like this video, the more YouTube they recommend them to people. Thank you so much for your support. First of all, I will leave you to first of all hear from EFCC boss Ola Olukayode. I'll come back for more.
In the wake of the scandal rocking the Humanitarian Affairs Ministry, which led to the suspension of its minister, Dr. Betta Edu, and the investigation of her predecessor, Sadia Umar Farouk, a video of the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Ola Olukayode, when he appeared before the Senate for screening, has surfaced online. In the video, the chairman said the sum of 2.9 trillion naira meant for some government projects was diverted for personal use by contractors between 2018 and 2020, adding that the stolen funds during the period under review would have been useful for government projects if the anti-corruption agency under the past administration had prevented the funds from being diverted.
I did a survey between 2018 and 2020 of 50 entities in Nigeria. 50 entities, both human and corporate entities, between 2018 and 2020. And I picked just one scheme, one species of fraud, which is called contract and procurement fraud. And I discovered that between 2018 and 2020, 3 years, Nigeria lost 2.9 trillion. 2.9 trillion. Now, when I put my figures together, I discovered that this money, if we had prevented it, would have given us 1,000 kilometers of roads. In addition to that, we would have built close to 200 standard schools, tertiary institutions. In addition to that, we would have educated about 6,000 children from primary to tertiary levels at 16 million per child. We would have delivered 20,000 units of 3-bedroom houses across the country, and even more. We would have given us a world-class teaching hospital in each of the 36 states of the Federation. This is where we are coming from. This is where we are. Where we are going to go depends on the decision we take this afternoon. Thank you very much.
All right, my great and wonderful people. I believe you don't hear everything from the mouth of this very man. And you see where our money they go. Why Nigerians they suffer. They say me with they patient. No problem. And now remember, say this very video. Now video when it be say he released during the time when it be say that they do his own screening for the House of Assembly. And they withheld this very video from Nigerians ever since. You see the reason why they say that no one make you and I know what they go on for this country. And as we talk now, I think about a few days ago, this same EFCC boss crack come outside. They were going to be said that they use bribe. They find all of them up and down in order for them to keep silent, to shut up bribe. Make you hear them. I'll come back for more.
The chairman has also raised the alarm that the quest for bribes by EFCC investigators has become too embarrassing. He made the comments during his New Year address to the agency on Thursday. Olukayode said the major objective of the war against corruption and financial crimes globally is to drive economic development, to create job opportunities for the populace, adding that the public opinion about the conduct of some EFCC investigators are adverse, and called on the investigators to show integrity and discipline. He further warned that he will not hesitate to wield the big stick against any form of infraction by any staff of the commission.
All right, my great and wonderful people, I believe say you don't see everything by yourself. All right, I will leave you to share your own opinion with us in the comment section because of time, as I take you down to this other video when it be they receive from the senior advocate of Nigeria when it be Inimna Olise Agbakoba. Make you understand the reason why it be this man, this journalist for Arise News, which is Rufai Oseni, cry this very morning. Watch this one first. I'll come back for more.
The former president of the Nigerian Bar Association, Olisa Agbakoba, who was on our nightly news program Primetime, charged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to summon the courage to confront Nigeria's social, political, and economic problems by embarking on major constitutional reforms. He said Tinubu must crush those against Nigeria's democracy.
We emphasize that President Tinubu must crush the evil. These are devils that are stalling Nigeria and making us look foolish. He has to crush the people who don't want democracy. That's my view.
All right.
I don't care if you like it or not. That is my view. I know you're not happy I'm using strong words, but this is the time to use strong words.
Yeah.
Democracy or not democracy, we have suffered enough. We have suffered enough in this country.
Yeah.
How can I pay my driver 100,000? No, please listen to me. How can I pay my driver 100,000 for him to buy rice of 60k? Because we have people in Abuja stuffing all our money. The nonsense must stop. The nonsense must stop. And the president of Nigeria must be the person to lead this crusade in the context of a constitutional process. That is what I'm saying to you.
SAN Olisa Agbakoba couldn't have said it any better. The nonsense has to stop. Yes.
The nonsense, the wickedness.
Yes.
The French will call it machin. The madness must stop in this country.
Absolutely.
Because you see, the madness too that also makes it very funny when you see family relative of the president going on an official assignment with him must stop. The madness of the entourage must stop. The madness of deficit, but humongous budget deficit and printing of money through ways and means must stop. The madness of corruption. Apparently all the monies that we took, you know what hurts me the most about that money? We took those monies at loan, special drawing rights. We printed money. That's what's causing inflation today. And people have the nerve to steal it. Look at that person talking at the House of Rep. She wasn't even decent enough to put forward the money. She said it on interrogation. That madness must stop. The contract scam must stop. Because you Konja Wella wrote a full book on contract scam. There's a part of it called judgment debt, where people will ensure that government does not do the contract so that they can take government to court. It's civil servants too that will take government to court, connive with the contractors, collect judgment debt for them. There's one of them. Secondly, then the contract scam itself. They go there for the contract, they inflate the contract. That one they get 20 or 30%. They inflate the contract, they don't even get to do it in the end. The third one, they deliberately stall on the contract. They do not do it so that at the end of the year, they will use mago to retire the money to their own pockets and private accounts. That's part of the things you are seeing that's happening now that is coming to light. That's why you see that COVID-19 money, when people were suffering and crying for palliative, come on, Indomie, they couldn't give them but billions and government purse. Yeah. And if they didn't ask questions, they were looking for a way to colobi that money and put it in their colobi pocket or send it abroad in their accounts. The madness must stop. The madness in the civil servant. That's what the EFCC chief is saying. The madness of EFCC interrogators must stop. 2.9 trillion in 3 years. And that's why I've always argued against a big budget, because we still are wasting money. Nigeria does not need a 28 trillion budget.
Yes,
half of the money is stolen.
Yeah.
If 2.9 trillion can be stolen in a space of 3 years, look at the naira to the value dollar, look at the price of that 2.9 trillion, what it can do, over 1,000 kilometers of road, healthcare institution and all of that. People do not see the dividends of democracy because some people are stealing the money and you're giving humongous money. Just cut the budget so that we have a small amount, then we all share that amount and we have financial fiscal discipline. Because we are printing money, we are wasting money, we are stealing the money, and you say people are not. And when we take, they say they're emotional, they're emotional. If you don't see the price of destruction in your country and you don't talk about it, you are worse than a fool yourself. Yeah. Because this country has gone down the drain. Oji, in the late 80s, they used to make a joke that an Alhaji from Cotonou said he was giving his Nigerian babe or girlfriend 1 million. But the babe did not know that the money is 1 million CFR. Because 1 million CFR then was 16,000 naira. Oji, today, CFR is more than the naira. It is close to 2 to 1. It's 1.6 to 1. 1 million CFR, that used to be 16,000 naira today. 200,000 CFR is close to 500,000 naira. And we are sitting on the keg of gunpowder. We are not telling ourselves the truth. This country has gone down, it has sunk. I feel pain for this country. I feel pain for this country. And they don't even listen when we say these things.
Yeah, I mean, this is outrageous.
All right, my great and wonderful people. I believe say you don't see everything by yourself. If we dey talk, they will talk, say our mouth they smell. I believe say you don't see it now. This one, our APC government, when be say they don't take over power since 2015. They talk say now then be the saint of the day. Right? I believe say we don't see everything now. If truly say I'm a Bola Tinubu one day honest to his own self, the people when they say they thief this money, this 2.9 trillion naira, I believe say na APC administration. He come on board now. Remember, now since 2018, now in this man talk say he take this very investigation now, which is now during Azum Buhari regime. Now this one for happen. Enough he investigate them. Enough he call them to order. Now for us to just hear the amounts and we not recover them, the people want to be say that thief all this money, they're not there alive. All of them they are alive. This one are questions when they ask them. All right, back to this EFCC boss now. Shey he don't take over the office now. Make it do something. Not be for us to hear the figure. Make we hear say they bring back this very money, they recover this money because these people, they still there alive. All right, now so talking concerning this matter, I will leave you to share your own opinion with us in the comment section. And at the end, they will tell us say we they poor, that they borrow money up and down, whereas the money when they say we get, that they use and they do for their own self. Share your own opinion with us in the comment section as we draw the line of this very broadcast here. We'll see you again when we see you. Remember, we love you all. Bye-bye.